Good morning, my friends. This is Dr. Ginny Barrow. Today, I have a very special message for you on Start the Day with Ginny. It is the message that I'm going to share with my Visionary Leaders Circle members, which is my monthly program where leaders come together. This is the question and the activator that I'm going to share with them. You cannot have what you're not willing to become. You cannot have what you're not willing to become. This is a quote by Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith. I heard that while listening to the podcast on Soul Conversations with Oprah. And so what does that mean to you? You cannot have what you're not willing to become. There's three aspects that I want you to consider as you ponder this statement. The first one is around the concept of doing versus being. I'll give you an example. When I was getting a divorce, I remember how much I craved peace. I just wanted peace and harmony. There was so much going on that I was feeling so anxious and emotionally drained. What I craved the most was peace. So I couldn't have the peace until I created that peace within me, because in the external world, the peace that I so much wanted didn't exist. It wasn't until I started my meditation practice during that time that I gave myself the peace that I craved externally. That's one example of being versus doing. We get so busy doing things all the time for other people, for our kids, for our partners, for our team, for work. And we forget many times, what about me? How am I being while I do these things? We still have to do them, but how we do them, we have control over that. The next concept that I want you to consider as you ponder the statement, you cannot have what you're not willing to become, is having a clear vision of what is it that you clearly want. What is it that you want? What is that compelling vision in your life? That's going to be very important, because unless you are clear on what that vision is, you're constantly going to be running away from painful situations, but you're not running towards something that's going to inspire you, motivate you, and give you purpose and meaning. And the last thing that I want you to think about as you consider the statement, you cannot have what you're not willing to become, is alignment. How aligned is your life in your beliefs, in your thoughts, in your words, and in your actions to that thing that you want to become? In my example, how aligned was I in my beliefs around being peaceful? Did I believe that I could live a peaceful life? That was achievable and attainable for me? Did I think thoughts that were aligned with living peacefully? Or was I constantly going through scenarios in my head of how things can go south? That's what alignment is about. If I wanted more peace, I had to think more peaceful thoughts around what my life could be like peacefully. And how about my words? Was I using words that emphasize how much chaos there was in my life and how upside down everything was? Because if I was doing that, if I were to do that, wanting more peace, I would not be bringing more peace to my life. And the last thing is my actions. How were my actions aligned with the desire to live with more peace? So I'm going to leave you with those three concepts. Consider being versus doing, having a clear vision, and how aligned you are in the statement, you cannot have what you're not willing to become. And that is the activator of the day for you. And I hope that this is helpful for you. And you can always find me at callwithginny.com. I'll see you soon.